Here are 5 news items from the world of cryptocurrency. First, news. Crypto ETFs for XRP, Solana, and Cardano. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse believes that XRP, SOL, and ADA could be the next cryptocurrencies to have exchange-traded funds based on them. Speaking at Consensus 2024, Garlinghouse noted that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has made significant progress on ETFs after approving funds for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Garlinghouse believes that the approval of spot ETFs for Bitcoin and Ethereum has set a precedent that could pave the way for other cryptocurrencies. In his opinion, the emergence of funds based on Ripple, Solana, and Cardano will increase the recognition of digital assets in the financial sector. I think it's only a matter of time. ETFs for XRP, Solana, and Cardano will inevitably appear on the market, and that's great, Garlinghouse said. In February, the Ripple CEO claimed that the approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs marked the beginning of broader acceptance of cryptocurrency exchange-traded funds. He believes these financial instruments will help investors diversify their portfolios and reduce risks. Other industry experts share Garlinghouse's enthusiasm. However, they differ in their opinions on which cryptocurrencies can have ETFs. The head of investment firm BKCM recently suggested that the approval of Ethereum ETFs would provide clearer regulatory frameworks. This, in turn, could potentially lead to the emergence of more exchange-traded funds based on digital assets, including Solana. SOL, unlike XRP, is straightforward. The ongoing legal battle between Ripple and the SEC may significantly hinder the creation of an ETF based on Ripple. These concerns were highlighted by Joe McCann, CEO of investment company Asymmetric. I'm a big supporter of Solana. I think the next ETF will be for Solana. Of course, there are some formulations in the Coinbase lawsuit that might affect this, but it's unlikely. When you look at XRP, Ripple has a history with the SEC. So I'm not sure it will be the next candidate for an ETF. McCann also pointed to significant interest in Solana from the traditional financial sector, driven by Solana's potential and favorable price dynamics. Earlier, optimism about the launch of a Solana-based ETF was expressed by Daniel Yen, co-founder of the analytics platform Matrixport. According to him, SOL could benefit from the expected success of ETH ETFs, just as happened after the approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs. In the week following the launch of the instrument, the ETH/BTC pair rose by 12%. Second, news. Losses of crypto projects from scams and hacks decreased by 12% in May. The damage from cyber-criminal activity continues to decline. In May, cryptocurrency projects lost $52 million due to hackers and scammers, 28% less than in April. In total, since the beginning of 2024, the losses of the crypto industry from scams and hacks have reached $473 million. This is stated in the latest report from the blockchain security platform Immunify. By the end of May, hacking remained the predominant cause of funds lost in the crypto market, accounting for $50.6 million in damages. Experts recorded 14 incidents. Meanwhile, cryptocurrency projects lost $1.7 million due to fraud. The largest hack of May was Gala Games. The Web3 gaming project lost $21 million, but the team managed to recover all these funds. Sun Finance and Alex Lab took second and third place among the victims, with attackers stealing $20 million and $4.3 million, respectively. The main target of hackers, as always, was the decentralized finance sector. DeFi projects suffered 14 attacks, losing $50.6 million. There were no hacks on centralized platforms. Among the blockchains, Ethereum and BNB chains suffered the most losses, accounting for 62% of the total amount. There was one incident each in the Base, Arbitrum, Solana, Ton, Blast, Phantom, Optimism, and Polygon networks. Analysts did not share their opinion on why the damage from hacker and scammer activity decreased. In 2023, a similar trend was observed. At that time, they noted that this was due to the development of security technologies and the involvement of law enforcement agencies in the investigation of hacks. Third, news. Donald Trump convicted, how meme coins react. A New York court found former U.S. President Donald Trump guilty on 34 criminal charges of falsifying business records. The politician faces imprisonment. Following the completion of the court process, meme coins related to Trump showed significant price fluctuations. Almost immediately after the judge's decision, Trump-themed meme coins temporarily crashed. The price of MAGA, Trump, the largest meme coin associated with the politician by capitalization, dropped from $16.84 to $11.28. Currently, Trump quotes have recovered. The asset is now trading at $13.64 with a market capitalization of $632 million. The daily trading volume of the asset exceeds $39 million. Other similar meme coins, including Mega Hat and Super Trump, also demonstrated negative dynamics. In the last 24 hours, the prices of the tokens fell by 16.5% and 23.8%, respectively. The verdict in Trump's criminal case has triggered the emergence of new meme coins dedicated to the politician, such as Free Trump and Never Surrender. According to DX Screener, the price of Free skyrocketed by 3,272% in just a few hours, and the value of Never Surrender rose by 2,776%. Donald Trump has attracted the attention of the crypto community with his repeated statements in support of the cryptocurrency industry. During speeches to voters, he has repeatedly stated that he intends to defend the interests of crypto market participants and promote the creation of proper regulation. Moreover, the politician also accepts donations in digital assets and is considering how Bitcoin can be used to reduce America's national debt. The essence of Trump's criminal prosecution is that he is accused of falsifying financial documents and violating campaign finance rules. In 2016, during the presidential election, the politician and his lawyer Michael Cohen paid 2 women to keep quiet about alleged affairs with Trump. These payments were disguised as legal expenses, which may have violated the law. The prosecution claims that the presidential candidate tried to hide these payments and deceived the public and the government. He denies all charges, stating that he did not break the law and is a victim of political attacks. Despite the verdict, many experts believe that Trump will be able to run for president and continue his campaign. According to law professor Richard L. Hassan, the U.S. Constitution does not prohibit a convicted person from running for the highest office. The Constitution sets only limited requirements for candidates for elected office, being at least 35 years old, being a natural-born citizen, and residing in the U.S. for at least 14 years, Hassan explained. The court's sentencing of Trump will take place on July 11th. A few days later, the politician is expected to officially announce his candidacy at the Republican Party convention. In general, for each count of the indictment, the politician faces up to 4 years in prison. According to Reuters, a real term for Trump is unlikely. Most likely, the former U.S. president will face a fine or probation. Fourth news. Creator of 911S5A botnet accused of trading others' IPs for cryptocurrency. The U.S. Department of Justice has accused the creator of the 911S5A botnet of illegally collecting personal data, compromising more than 19 million private IP addresses, and reselling confidential information to cyber criminals for cryptocurrency. According to the indictment from the U.S. Department of Justice, Yunhee collected and sold confidential information about the victims of the 911S5A botnet from 2014 to 2022. Citizens of over 200 countries were affected, and the botnet's activities facilitated a range of criminal offenses, including financial fraud, identity theft, and child trafficking. At the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, more than 560,000 fraudulent unemployment insurance claims were submitted to U.S. Social Services using compromised 911S5A IP addresses, resulting in losses to the federal budget exceeding $5.9 billion. One created malware that compromised millions of home computers worldwide and then resold access to infected devices to cyber criminals for cryptocurrency. According to law enforcement, 911S5 offered future fraud victims free VPN services that supposedly provided increased privacy when browsing web pages. In reality, the botnet used backdoors in its code to illegally capture the IP addresses of millions of victims worldwide, said a Justice Department spokesman. Analysts from Chainlies reported that at the time of Yunhee's arrest, more than $130 million, presumably from the sale of confidential data, was stored in his cryptocurrency wallets. If one is found guilty on all charges, he faces a maximum sentence of 65 years in prison. Fifth news. Owner of 43.6 bitcoins manages to recover wallet access after 11 years. A European resident under the pseudonym Michael lost the password to his crypto wallet 11 years ago, where 43.6 bitcoins were stored. However, with the help of 2 hackers, the unlucky crypto owner managed to regain access to the assets. Michael explained that he kept 43.6 BTC in a digital wallet with a password generated using the RoboForm password manager. He saved the access code in a file encrypted with the TrueCrypt tool, deciding not to keep it in robo form for security reasons. Over time, it turned out that the file was corrupted, and Michael lost access to the cryptocurrency. Hoping to recover the bitcoins, in 2022, the man contacted white hacker Joe Grand, who had previously helped people recover lost crypto assets. Grand turned to a friend named Bruno to help crack the RoboForm software. For several months, the hackers reverse-engineered, trying to restore the version of RoboForm that Michael used in 2013. The hacker researchers discovered a flaw in the random number generator used to create passwords in the 2013 version. The generated random passwords were tied to the date and time on the user's computer, making them predictable. In other words, if you know the date, time, and some other parameters, you can guess the password generated at a certain date and time in the past. However, Michael did not remember the exact date and time when he created his password. The hackers found out that the user transferred bitcoins to his wallet on April 13, 2013. By matching certain time parameters, the white hackers tested numerous passwords until they found the one created by Michael on May 15, 2013. As a reward, Grand and Bruno kept part of the bitcoins, which at that time were trading at $38,000 per coin. Michael waited for the bitcoin price to rise to $62,000, then sold some BTC. Currently, he has 30 bitcoins worth $3 million. Another Bitcoin investor, Englishman James Howells, was not so lucky and is still unsuccessfully trying to find a hard drive with wallet data, where 7,500 BTC, about $509 million, are stored.